are back with Brunch, a taste of Tobago. You know that beat is so hypnotic, I can't help but move my shoulders. If I could stand up, I'll get up and do the running man. I don't know who knows what that dance is. And no, I'm not old. It's just a dance of the 80s, okay? And we are back. If you hear that laughing on set, that is my sister from another mister, Stacey Herbert,
Hi,
is
hi, hi.
here. Oh, Mainridge Wines.
Yeah.
Oh, my. So many things going on. So,
Oh,
Stacey,
yes.
welcome to Brunch, a taste of Tobago.
Thank you very
So,
much.
tell us what's going on? What's going on with you?
Well, um, Mainridge Wines and Time to Wine decided to do a collaboration.
Oh, wow. Good.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So we decided to do an event just before the Blue Food, which is Saturday coming, right?
Mm-hmm.
At Time to Wine. Um, it's basically a wine tasting event, right? So you have the opportunity to taste different types, flavors of Mainridge wines, different
Mm-hmm.
blends. And of course, you're gonna have all little brunch things that
Right. To
you
munch
can
on.
munch on, or
Right.
cleanse your palate in between
Mm-hmm.
tasting,
Gotta
that
have the
kind of thing.
munch.
I made, I made, yeah. So, um, we wanted to basically feature our wines. The Tobago Blue Food Festival is Sunday,
Mm-hmm.
and we wanted to start conversations around our wine. At the Blue Food, normally you would have people who would use dasheen and create wines,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I myself, coming out of that community, right? I've resided in that community for so many years and
Right.
adopted it as my home. And I decided to create a dasheen wine also, right? So this dasheen wine is actually going to be one of the wines that are going to be featured at our event on Saturday,
All right. So
right?
that's the 14th,
Yes, the
Saturday
14th.
14th.
The
Mm-hmm.
14th. Yeah, so it starts at 5 p.m. at Time to Wine. Time to Wine is at Ruvenel's Resort in Bonaccord.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you get there for 5 p.m. Of course, I encourage you viewers, please purchase your tickets in advance. We have limited space remaining, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a good idea right now to purchase your tickets.
Yeah. And
Purchase your
where
tickets
can
and
they?
secure your spot. All right. So you can contact Time to Wine,
Mm-hmm.
right? Time to Wine TT. We are Time to Wine TT on Facebook and
Right.
Instagram. Also, Mainridge Wines on Facebook and Instagram also. Yeah. So it's quite easy to get in contact with us. Yeah. Um, we wanted to, as I said, have conversations about our local wines and to really dispel these preconceived notions
Oh,
that
yes.
we have where it comes to local wines,
Yes.
right? When I started doing wines and teaching winemaking from the perspective of the Tobagonian and from the perspective of the Caribbean person using the ingredients that we have available here,
Mm-hmm.
um, I remember when I started, people were like, homemade wine, and when I priced, people would be like, so expensive for homemade wine, that kind of
Yes.
thing. But it took a lot of work and a lot of study and paying particular
And
attention to
research.
to the things that
Yes.
we have here in
What
order to
works,
bring
what doesn't,
right to bring the
mixtures.
kind of international standard quality to the wines,
Mm-hmm.
even though we use all local fruits, roots, flowers, and spices. You
Right.
understand? So we want to begin the conversation and continue the conversation, I should say,
Yes.
about what we have and give people the opportunity to taste it and have a greater appreciation of it. Not only throw it back in the back of your throat, right? But really taste it and savor it and understand what you're tasting, right? Have that full experience, right? When you eat food, your entire mouth should light up.
Oh,
And yes,
yes.
right. So we want to show people that your mouth will light up for this too because
Mm-hmm.
we have paid attention and this is what we have available here and we want to really have people start to sit back and really pay attention
Yeah,
to
and
what we have.
just get into the moment
Oh yes, yes.
because you want an experience.
Of
It's not
course.
just like you said, just throw it into the back of your throat.
Exactly.
You want the experience. There must be something that meets out to you. You said, well, I went to this
Right.
event and Mainridge wines was there, and oh my gosh, this hibiscus wine or this,
Mhm.
there must
Yes.
be something that resonates, and I think
Yes.
you guys are trying to create
Oh yes.
an
Oh yes.
atmosphere.
Oh
Yeah.
yes. Definitely. 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 Yeah. So um pairing wine with food. All
Mm-hmm.
right. This is something that we should get accustomed to, right? Um, Thinking about wines as a part of our entire Tobagonian culinary experience, right?
Mm-hmm.
Something that you should be able to have conversation about with the people who come to Tobago. This is part of us, yes.
Oh, yes, it is.
And the Tobago Blue Food Festival, sometimes you don't have that opportunity to have the conversation about what you're actually tasting because there's so much happening around, right? So we wanted to have for people to understand, to kind of sit back in a quieter environment and appreciate the thing,
Yeah.
So
And you know what I love about you, Stacey?
mhm.
You have there's a natural accommodating energy that you have, and you bring that because it's natural. This is
Mhm.
not something that you can fake.
Yes,
This is
yes.
not something that you can, paint the smile on. Without the smile, I'll be like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
this.
yeah.
It's not like that.
Yes, yes.
It's a natural energy. It's a natural light.
Mhm.
And I feel when you speak, and I feel when you put this light into what you make. You
Yes.
put it into everything that you do.
Oh yeah.
And so this is something that should be savored. That's the only word I can come up with now. It should be
Yes, savor.
savored.
Yes.
It's a wonderful, wonderful initiative.
Mhm.
But what is the conversation like with regards to not just being an entrepreneur, but regards to the food industry? Wine, as you said,
Mhm.
was not something that was revered. It's something that, okay, well, it's something that we know how to do,
Mhm.
deeply rooted in our African customs and
Right.
culture, but
Mhm.
it was never revered as what it is, a
Yes.
delight, a
Yes.
work of art.
Yes.
What's the conversation like? Has it changed since the time you started making wines?
Oh, definitely. I changed the conversation.
Okay, there you
Right?
go.
I changed the conversation. I teach winemaking, and in teaching winemaking, I had the opportunity to have captives sometimes 20. Now, when my last class was 52 persons,
Mm-hmm.
right? Captive audience having a conversation about our wine and our food and our ingredients and what makes it special.
Right.
You
Yes.
understand? So then by having that opportunity, I was able there are students who would call me and say, Miss, I never even thought about it in this way.
Mm-hmm.
I never thought that I could create something
Yes.
like this. I never thought that this was possible.
So you changed the
Yes,
conversation,
yes, change the
basically.
conversation. And for me, that is a part of why I do a whole lot of what I do. I would like to change the conversation about around what we have and kind of give us an opportunity to see ourselves in a different light and to see
Mm-hmm.
what we do in a different light. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, we say so many bad things about ourselves,
Oh my gosh, it's not
so
even
many bad
funny.
things. It's not even funny.
Yeah.
And um, for me, this is my way of letting people know, listen, you real special,
Mm-hmm.
what we do real special. Now, why is out there better than us here?
Exactly.
There's nothing better than what you have. Nobody can create it the way you create it. You understand? And I wanted to instill that kind of pride and that kind of self-assurance, that
Mm-hmm.
self-esteem that listen, this is mine and I'm proud of it.
Yes.
So yeah, the conversation has changed because I have changed the conversation.
There you
I've
go.
begun to change the conversation. And it's our responsibility in whatever space that we are in to change the conversation, change the environment to what you want it to be.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Yeah.
So yeah.
So just remind us again about the event, the date, venue,
Yes.
and where persons can get tickets. Because I'm sure after listening to Stacey speak on our special rhythm that we have as Tobagonians, you guys want to go, right?
Oh yeah.
So let's just retouch on your venue,
Yes.
date,
Mhm.
where persons can get tickets.
All right. So, viewers, you can get tickets at Time to Wine. Time to Wine is located at Rovenel's Resort. You would see the sign as you come in the gate on the right-hand side. You would see Time to Wine there. So you get your tickets there. The event is on Saturday, Saturday the 14th.
Right.
It's from 5 p.m. Right, 5 p.m. You come there, you get and you enjoy the experience. But I encourage you, please purchase your tickets beforehand. Right. At this point, call and make your reservation for your tickets. You make your booking for your ticket, because we have limited space available and there are tickets that were sold before. So try and get in there.
So it's a small window.
Yes, it's a small window. Yeah.
Right.
So call as soon as you possibly can. Go on Facebook, Instagram, if you prefer Instagram. Reach out to Time to Wine. They are Time to Wine TT on Instagram and also on Facebook. Or reach out to Mainridge Wines on Facebook or Instagram.
Right.
Yeah.
And we're just getting ready to wrap. But before we do that, what would you like to say to the viewers if you had to inspire them today? What would you say to them, Stacey?
I would say in life, in our lives, the busy life that we live, all right, it's good to take a moment and breathe. Take a moment to breathe, to reflect, to appreciate, to smile, to see the world from a different perspective. Right now, there are so many things happening in our space, and we really need a moment. Yeah, we need a moment. And this event on Saturday is an opportunity to take a moment, right? To take a moment, and not just take a moment and be educated and learn about what you have and what is possible with what you have. Right? We're presenting it in the form of wine and food, but in coming to this event, you have the opportunity to interact with other people and have different conversations to what you're accustomed having, you know, because these events give that opportunity for networking, right? And I feel like you do need this time. I don't know who I'm talking to, but you do need this time. You do need this time to sit and chill, take a breath, you know.
And you say it so well. So I don't have to expand or elaborate on anything, because you said it so well. Take the time. Take a breath. You deserve it. Take a breath. And on that note, we're going to take a break. We're going to be right back with more Brunch at Taste of Tobago. Oh my gosh, Stacey, thank you so much for being with us. And I wish you so much success in what you endeavor to do.
Very, very much.
Yeah?
Thank you.
So before we go, guys, our trivia question for today. There is a great novel that was written, oh my gosh, and based on Tobago. What is the name of that novel? We will be right back with Brunch, a taste of Tobago. Book club is next. You guys stay tuned. See you soon.